When situations and relationships, friendships, all of it, when they feel like it's unbearable, there's a lot happening, sometimes things feel hopeless and you're trying to maneuver so many things and swim upstream, like going against the current. Here are two words given to me by a beautiful coach this week, voice acting coach, and we want to share them with you on this episode. There are two words, so lean in, listen, and I think this will help you a lot. I am Fawn
and Matt. We're an interracial couple with 2 kids, wanting to do something that highlights the power of friendship and what it means to be in the company of true friends. We're going to move our society away and out of the loneliness epidemic and into a friendlier, happier world. Welcome to our friendly world. Better, stronger, together.
There you are.
There I am. I've
Here we
always
go.
been here, I suppose.
Yay! Hello, welcome to our friendly world.
Hello, everyone.
We're talking today about 2 words.
2 words.
If we remember these words, they actually shift a lot. They helped me this week. I was given these 2 words by a casting director I really respect. And they not only helped with my career, but really with communication with Matt, with the state of the world. Because I'm trying to make change, but I can't and I feel helpless. So I'm like, why bother? Or like, let me do this Herculean effort to try to maneuver this way. And you're exhausted and disappointed. It happens with friendships. It happens with career. It happens with dealing with your kids or dealing with neighbors or whatever the situation is. So here we go, guys. Today we're talking about improv's motto. And the 2 words are yes and. So let me explain. By the way, Matt wants to say hi.
I got to say hi. I'm actually completely good right now. Thank
Oh,
you.
you're- okay, all right,
Thank you
all
for
right.
looking out for me.
Are you being
Yes.
sarcastic?
And
All right. Was that sarcasm?
No.
Okay. Love you, babe.
love you too.
Sorry, I'm a little
sweet
bit
pea.
scattered in my head, so I don't remember. Like, I really wanted to get this point across, so I don't know. Did you speak? Did you say hi? I don't know. I don't remember. All right, so here
Oh,
we
dear.
go. So the yes and this is what I was told. These 2 words hold the secret to create a flow. This is what they mean. I accept what's here and I'll build from it. And I think that's the main thing, Matt, is acceptance, right? Like, okay, this thing is really crappy. All right, that's the way it is. What can we do to build from it, right?
Right.
So once again, she said, my coach, the director said, I accept what's here and I'll build from it. So that mindset transforms everything from your work to collaborations and even confidence, self-confidence. So imagine applying it to your career. All right, yes, I didn't get that job and I learned what to try next.
There you go. Or, yes, I didn't get that job, and it's time to move on. And I'm sure there's a wonderful other opportunity awaiting me, and I have to find that. Yes, and I'm going to study twice as hard. Yes, and they asked me that stupid question I couldn't answer. I need to come up with a good answer to that.
Right.
You know, and on and on and on as far as like quote unquote acceptance. So, you know, at no point are we saying I didn't get that promotion at work, so I guess I didn't deserve it. I guess I'm just going to stay exactly where I am or anything else.
And yes, that friendship didn't happen, or yes, that friendship is over. And this is what I'm going to create right now so that when you know how you end something is how you begin something.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't repeat the same patterns. Or like, also, yes, I'm nervous and I'll show up anyway. Yes, I'm nervous to go out and meet this person. Yes, I'm nervous to go out in the world and be with some people. I'm going to show up anyway. Yes, I'm nervous to state my opinion, or yes, I'm nervous to, I don't know. What do you think, Matt? Like, what are we nervous about as a collective?
Right. It's difficult. Everybody has their own stuff. And sometimes it's even a yes and on top of it's like I'm going to have ice cream, yes, and I'm going to put chocolate sprinkles on top. It doesn't always have to be this kind of point counterpoint thing too. It's a question of
Well,
building
well,
on whatever that it is.
yes, true. It doesn't always have to be something terrible, but that is usually the block. And
True.
I'm mainly focusing on how we can get over the hurdles of life, right?
I
The
get it.
hurdles of what's going on in the country, the hurdles of all the violence we're seeing, the hurdles of the tragic events that we're seeing. Okay, this has happened. Or like us, like we were in another dire situation last week where it was 17 degrees outside. We had no heat, no hot water, and no neighbor helped us out, not even to say, can I help you, do you need anything, are you okay? Because when the house inside is 53 degrees, it's dangerous, right? But no, it seemed like nobody cared. So yes, this is happening. What are we going to do from here? Yes, the neighbors don't care. What are we going to do? How am I going to build a life that I want? How am I going to have community that I want? What baby steps can I take? So yes, and yes, and so I know you're always positive, Matt. I just want to make sure that we have tools and we really learn how to deal with the hurdles.
And no argument. I just wanted people to understand it's not always going to be on that negative side. I understand that's where the focus is. I mean, there's a whole kind of theory in psychology, which is the psychology of acceptance. Freud and this other guy much later got into it, and they noticed that in saying yes and it's not like we're discarding our emotional experience. We're actually on some level validating it because we're saying this thing happened and I have emotion about it. But it also, in saying yes and, we're also looking at really supporting our mental and emotional well-being.
Mm-hmm.
Because what we're doing is we're shifting our attention. So we're literally like kind of putting it behind us so we can go forward into something else.
As I'm listening to you, I understood something else as you were saying this, because you're also not getting into an argument. So let's say you're faced with a friend or someone that has really challenging beliefs. There's no point in arguing about it. So to use that yes and, it's like, okay, fine. You're saying my mom is ugly. Yes, and that's how you and your friends used to play, right?
True.
So there's no argument. You're not getting stuck in this battle. You're dropping it in a very unenergetic way. There's not a charge so the person wants to fight, right?
Right.
Because in a way, you're validating their existence, their beliefs, without saying much, without
Right.
saying much. So yes, and.
But then what we would do is we would literally take their argument, yes, and completely like throw it under the bus and say, well, you're right, but... and on and on. And unfortunately, I can't really get into the things we used to like go back and forth about because, it was
rated R.
It was a little foul, but
rated R.
We would talk about. Let's just say we talked about how how big somebody's arm is, and being like, I'm super buff and blah 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 blah, and you'd be like, yeah, for a mouse,
right?
Or,
okay, that's getting cruel though. That's getting into like what do you call it? Junior high school male like.
Yeah, but
I don't know, what is it? What's the term for when young boys like
locker room talk?
Yeah,
basically.
or whatever.
But anyways, but yeah, absolutely. But to finish, kind of my thought is going through yes and actually helps us foster that lovely buzzword we've had since 2020, resilience. It does. Because again, you're focusing on where you want to go, and what we say over and over again is what you focus on grows. So focusing on forward, and studies have shown that kind of being in this headspace enhances life satisfaction and increases inner peace.
Yeah, because you're not fighting it. It's like, okay, this boulder just landed here. Okay. Well,
All right, I'll call my
all right,
insurance agent and get things sorted.
Do you have more to say about this particular one? Because here's another one. Yes, this is new and I'm capable. So like for me, it's like, I don't know, do you feel this way? Sometimes you deep down, I've noticed like subconsciously, super subconsciously, even though I want these jobs, I'm like, don't give it to me. I don't know. I can't, like, what if, you know what I'm saying? The pressure of like technically doing it right,
Right.
or being in front of all these huge people. And what if I screw it up? It's so much pressure, so much that I build like for myself that I'm like, you know what? Just don't give it to me. Even though I'm applying for it, even though I'm going
Right.
for it, like super subconsciously, and I have to clear that because I really do. I do want to do this project. I am totally capable. So yes, this is new, scary. It's new and scary, and I'm capable. Right?
Right. Yeah, similar thing for me, actually. 2 weeks ago, I was interviewing for a position that is an interesting one and would require me to stretch. So had I walked into it going, oh my goodness, but I was like, I'm going to interview for this. Yes. And I'm going to be honest, open, and make sure they understand where my head is at. And multiple ands. And if it fits, it fits. And if not, oh well. On to my next adventure, which is one of the things I used to love to say, and I don't say it enough anymore. But I do say it.
Right. Yes, and they wouldn't have given you the job if they felt like you couldn't do it.
And there you go.
It really helps with the kids, like when they come at you sometimes when they're in a bad mood. Yes, and you know, it just, you're less, once again, I'm repeating myself, but you're less charged. You're less invested in a way. You're more about the flow. And what it is really, and this is what it was shared with me, is that you just need the awareness in the moment. And that's what it does. It brings you in the moment, in present tense, in present moment. Yes, and.
Right. Right. And oftentimes, what you'll also see, though, which is a little weird and it can be maybe disconcerting, but if somebody comes at you with a problem, saying yes and puts the shoe on the other foot on some level, because, okay, you came to me with the problem, and what exactly is it you want me to do about it? And how do you think we can address it? And how do you think we can fix it? And so I'm already moving towards solutioning, and I'm not in any way telling this person, you're wrong, you're silly, or I'm sorry you feel that way, and all those other lovely things we love to say, which just kind of annoy people.
Yeah, and I keep thinking about work, but mostly about friendship. Like, yes, I am in a situation where I just don't feel like going out, and I respect that, and I'm going to use this time to settle down and center myself, and I'll be ready to go out when I feel like it. And I know I'll make friends soon. I know that I can change my situation. Yes, things may look bad in the world, and there's always hope. Yes, things look scary, and things are always in a state of flow, up and down, swirly. Things change all the time.
Definitely true.
Yes, this is a short episode today, and you'll have time to put it to good use, hopefully.
Sounds good.
Have a beautiful every day.
Be well.